that was brought by some social media users and states to try and prevent the Biden administration from reaching out to social media platforms to urge them to remove misinformation, information that they deemed could be dangerous, medical misinformation, say with having to do with COVID and vaccines, or election misinformation, or misinformation developed from deep fakes, Russian, Chinese, et cetera, like that. The lower courts had sided with those challenging it, asking that the states asking the court prohibit the government, the federal government, from reaching out to these social media platforms. It was a 6-3 decision. Supreme Court sided with the Biden administration, saying it can reach out to try and urge social media platforms to remove misinformation. So this is a critical decision. There's one more important First Amendment decision still pending. This bodes well for the administration on that one as well. But important for the intersection of misinformation, First Amendment rights, and the internet.
Yeah, so Scott, what were they arguing against the Biden administration? Were they just simply saying they didn't believe that the federal government had any right to interfere with the business activities of a social media company, and that it came down to the First Amendment? Because anybody watching this is going to say, look, I want to combat misinformation. I don't want my children, I don't want people in my family being exposed to misinformation.
Well, that's exactly right. So those individuals in the states challenging the Biden administration were saying that we don't want the administration to have the power to even reach out to social media platforms and say, look, this is dangerous misinformation directed, say, at teens, or directed at voters, or directed at people who might be considering, medical treatments. They wanted the Biden administration and future administrations to have no power whatsoever to reach out to social media platforms. Supreme Court 6-3 decision, interestingly led by Amy Coney Barrett, said no, the administration does have power to reach out and attempt to ask the media platforms, if you will, to remove disinformation.
All right, Scott Frederickson breaking down the decision in Murphy versus Missouri. Seems like it's the only one we're getting today. We'll be on SCOTUS Watch again tomorrow, Scott, and I'm sure you'll be with us. We appreciate you.
Look forward to it. Thanks, Vlad.
All right. We have a lot more that we're watching. Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich is behind a glass cage this morning. Folks, this is just horrible. He doesn't look good. He is in that cage for the start of his espionage trial in Russia. We're going to take a look at what his case is all about. You're streaming CBS News 24/7.
Coming up, our series. Wait a minute. Tom, is that you working the camera?